Hey, what's up, everybody, man? So Taylor Heinicke really went out there on wild card weekend and really balled out against the Buccaneers with limited experience and received a lot of respect from NFL fans and a lot of the peers, man. And it's crazy because when you look up his backstory, the dude has been struggling since he's came out in 2015 as an undrafted free agent, particularly just struggling to get on the roster spot. He's bounced around from a few teams and even jumped into the XFL. But Heinicke ain't stupid. He realized, hey, the NFL just ain't looking like it's going to be in my future. So he did what he's supposed to do. He went ahead back to Old Dominion, pursued his degree in engineering so he can graduate and get him a nice little high-paying job and live a little average American life. But luckily, since he had previous ties with Ron Rivera hit his jack and said, you know what, hey, Dwayne Haskins is looking like I'm about to cut him. Alex Smith, he battling injuries. I need you to come be my emergency quarterback. Heinicke said, no problem. You know what, I don't even want to be no engineer anyway. I want to be a football player. Didn't even take his finals, walked out of campus, packed his bags, and went ahead to DC, signed to the practice squad on December 8th, went ahead and got elevated to the active squad on December 19th, and he actually got a little bit of action in week 16. But little did Heinicke know that he was going to have to start on wild card weekend because Alex Smith could not give it a go. And he actually went out there and balled out. First things first, the pocket awareness was just crazy. Just able to go out there and duck up under defenders and use his mobility to his advantage to pick up the extra yards and escape the pressure. Same thing right here on this play. Just able to stand in the pocket, maneuver well, know where all the pressure's coming from, and just get up out of there, He knows he's been in the pocket too long. It's time to go, and he's able to pick up the yards. Heinicke was just really hungry and determined to make something happen with his opportunity. He's able to go out there and say, you know what? I just put my college degree on the line. I got something to prove. Even when mobility isn't a factor, he still knows how to stand in that pocket when pressure's coming and deliver. Getting the ball out there before the pressure comes, even if he has to anticipate the pass. He's also determined not to take sacks for his team. This is where a lot of young quarterbacks and inexperienced quarterbacks go wrong. They try to do too much. They don't know any better. So I was really proud of Heinicke for going out there and being this smart considering his experience. I also liked how he was able to go out there and go through his QB progressions, which is something that Washington has been missing, Able to stand in the pocket, look at the first option, look at the second option, then hit the man that's open in the flash, Some of these plays are designed like this, but some quarterbacks don't do it. And when he looks at his first and second option, they're not open. The good thing about Heinicke is he can get up through out of that pocket and pick up the yards with his feet, Showed it multiple times throughout the game. Just able to be a mobile threat, which is why he was able to extend plays and pick up yards for his football team and help them contribute points. But what I didn't like is how some of his passes deep were, coming a little bit short. The receiver has to stop while he's in stride and actually catch the ball rather than the ball being thrown in stride or being thrown in the right spot. Passes like this, deep balls specifically where the ball is just not where it needs to be. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because on the last drive, on this play, he threw the ball behind the receiver. That play could have been a difference maker to them either going downfield and scoring some points to go OT or losing the game. Obviously, they lost the game. We never would know how things would have went if that ball was thrown correctly, But as far as Taylor Heinicke, I'm going to cut him some slack, Dude didn't even have a month on the active squad. Dude didn't even have a whole true month. Well, he did have a true month, but like a month and a few days. No, he only had like a month and a few days on the roster. This dude was just enrolled in online classes at Old Dominion. Come on, man. This dude didn't even know he was about to be playing. And to see him go out there and just play the way he did on a stage this big was really just impressive and surprising, Really shocked the world, and he deserves all the respect for living up to the moment and giving his team the best chance they really had to win a football game, He could have really won them that playoff game, but the football team, realistically, they were never ready for the Bucs. But I knew that they had a chance to at least make this game better than a lot of people thought it was going to be. Now, as far as the future with Heinicke, I'm not going to hype him up and say he's going to be some franchise quarterback. I ain't about to do all that. I just feel like he definitely guaranteed himself at least a 53-man roster spot next year. After that, he going to have to do what he got to do, you know? But next year, rather it's with the football team or another team, he's going to get looked at because teams like quarterbacks that can perform in those situations. Look at Nick Foles. Nick Foles won the Super Bowl, went down to Jacksonville, finessed the contract, got traded up to the Bears, and they actually was able to give him the starting spot when Mr. Trubisky was having his down moments, you know? Teams actually believe in Nick Foles just because he was able to live up to the moment when Carson Wentz went down and won the Super Bowl and played well in the playoffs in general, you know? It wasn't the Super Bowl that Heinicke was in, but a playoff game, wild card weekend. You know, you probably had the worst record in the playoffs in general. To see you live up to that moment really speaks a lot of volume. So I'm not going to talk y'all ears off. He played a good game. But as far as the future, as far as not the Redskins, the football team, let me know what y'all think y'all are going to do, because I honestly don't know. Are y'all going to draft a quarterback? Or are you guys going to trade for a quarterback? Do you want them to trade for a quarterback? Because there are going to be a lot of good quarterbacks available. You got Gardner Minshew. Sam Darnold probably go be on the market. Cam Newton will be on the market. I don't know how y'all feel about Cam Newton, but he might be on the market. Who knows? Mitch Trubisky might be on the market. I just don't know what's going on. I don't know what y'all want to do. You know, you guys are going to have like 18th or 20th pick. You know, what do you want to see a team do? Like, comment, subscribe, and I got more content coming soon.